you say you're watching Geek Brief TV?
It's TV.
So let me give you a little tour here of the studio. This is for the radio show. This is the ISDN box. So I do a radio show on the weekends, and we have an ISDN line. We actually have 3 data lines in here. We have ISDN for the radio show. That's actually kind of low bandwidth. It's only 128 kilobits, but it's like a phone call to the radio station, so they get all the bandwidth. This compresses it into MPEG-3 or MPEG-2 or AAC, and then sends it down the pipe, and then they send it back to their audio back to me. So you get full fidelity voice audio on this thing down a 128K line. Because if you think about it, 128K is plenty for good spoken word audio. So that's connected to the ISDN line. We have a cable modem, a business class cable modem for just surfing and stuff. We have a T1. When we feed video via the T1, so that's dedicated for it. And we have a DSL line that's just for Skype. So those are all separate lines so that we don't interfere with each other, because the video can interfere. This is really the heart of the operation, is under the desk. Whenever my viewers are watching me and they say, he's going under the desk, they say, don't go down there, let go. Under the desk is the TriCaster. That's what's on the bottom. If it looks kind of like a shuttle-sized case, it's exactly what it is. It's an Windows XP machine in a shuttle-style case.
We are so jealous of you because
well, it's nice. Well, 10 grand.
I know.
You only spent a few, what, $1,000 for your?
Actually,
you're not using Wirecast anymore.
No, we're using VidBlaster, and it's under $500.
Okay. So
that's quite a big difference.
A lot more.
Right. it does a whole lot, and
yeah, for
he's actually
the cost.
Right.
So what's nice about this, and the reason I needed this is we've got 5 cameras. I can go up to 6 cameras going into it. But you can't. It's difficult to do with VidBlaster because you have to put another card in the computer, and not many computers have 6 slots. So I knew I wanted a lot of cameras because I don't have a camera operator. I have Neil.
I'll lend you Neil.
So in order to do this effectively, I had to have a lot of cameras. So instead of moving cameras and moving shots, I switch shots. So the idea is the cameras are locked down, but they can move around, so I can have different shots. So that is kind of the reason that I needed something like the TriCaster. I needed a big switcher. There are hardware switchers. This is a software switcher. As I said, it's running Windows XP and some special software. But the hardware switchers generally cost more. They never crash, but they don't do as much. For instance, you can see this screen is the control panel for the TriCaster.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's initially quite confusing. There are 3 rows. There's the effects row, the live row, and the preview row. And you remember in a TV show, the director says, ready 1. So that's what's in preview. This is the preview window here. So run is ready. And then we're going to take 1, and then we fade over to 1. So that's kind of, the live row is what's actually on the air. The preview row is what's in the preview screen, ready to be taken. And when I press the space bar, it'll take it.
Is that the only keyboard shortcut you can use, or can you go?
Oh, no. I can switch individually directly using the F keys. So F1 is camera 1, F2 is camera 3, and so on. So that's a quick way to switch cameras. I can, the number keys 1 through 5, or 1 through 6, depending on how many cameras you have, are the preview keys.
Okay.
There are some other things. Spacebar fades from a preview to the live camera, so this switches. You're right now in the preview, and I'm switching over to the live camera. Right. But I can also press the A key, for instance, which will fade out the graphic as it makes the switch, the lower third graphic. And there's a lot more control on this. I have, for instance, I can change the transitions. This is a transition bag. Now this you have to do not from the keyboard, but from with a mouse click. But these are various transitions. I can load these transitions in. And now when I press A, we'll go from, you're on camera 3, I will switch from camera 3, I'll put camera 3 live and camera in the live box, and I'll do it with a transition. So,
woo!
So there are a lot of different transitions on here. This is my favorite one. This is the one the crowd loves.
Oh, that's awesome. I have not seen you use that before.
I use it sparingly. Most
you have
of the time
to,
I just
yes.
use it as all.
And so how long did it take you to get it all set up the way you wanted it and to learn how to use it?
It doesn't take that much because it's not that much you can do with it. So the I mean, there's not that much to configure, I should say. It comes out of the box with all the stuff kind of ready to go. So it took, you know, I'm feeding S-Video into this box. It has a front panel. I'm feeding audio from my mixer into the box. I actually pass it through a compressor first. It took us a while to realize that we actually needed a compressor because the audio levels were all over the place from the stuff we were using. Learning this interface took surprisingly little time. I mean, it's very much like a regular TV interface. I didn't show you all the stuff it can do. I mean,
Ooh. This episode is brought to you by the HP Media Smart Server, which will stream audio and video to any PC on your home network. I'm Callie Lewis. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go play in the snow.
Now, what do you think that is? If I tell you it's not a motherboard, can you figure out what that is? It's not.
I can't see it.
It's not a motherboard. Here, I'll bring it down here for you. It actually says what it is on it.
Well, then that'll be easy.
You'll never believe it when you find out what it is. It actually says what it is. So, both of these were sent to me by viewers. So I'll give you a shot of it, Neil, and then I'll show Callie.
I haven't seen it in the background.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here you can't see in the background. What do you think that is? Oh, she's trying to read it. That's not fair. That's not fair. She's trying to read it. You can see? Can you tell? Can you see what it is?
So it's 16K memory stack.
It's 16K memory.
Wow.
That is a 16 kilobyte memory on an old, I think it was a PDP computer.
Oh, wow.
Or no, I think it's a Data General. Yeah, it's a Data General Nova. So if for anybody who read The Soul of the New Machine, which is a great book by Tracy Kidder in which they describe the design of the Nova, it was a mini computer.
Yeah.
Circa 72, 76, something like that. And this is actually a memory card from it, 16K.
That is amazing.
It probably cost 10 grand. I mean, who knows, you know?